Okay, I'm going to talk through this one, and the reason for that, it's really looks pretty tough. All right, what do you mean by that? The numbers are kind of crazy. All right, so the first thing I would recommend is just rewrite the problem, and that's all I did over here. And then what I did, which is, we've been doing this for some time now, is I want to make, and let me point out what I mean by this. I want to make this thing here a perfect square. But I need this thing also to be, so involving that with some factor of 2 in it. So what I did was I multiplied both sides by this number. All right, let me go through that with you. Now, if you did that, I'm going to start to erase this now. And I want you to focus on what I'm doing here. I'm multiplying both sides by this number. What would you get? Well, the first term would look like this now. The second term would look like this. And again, you need to concentrate on what we're doing. We're multiplying by 4, and we're multiplying the other factor is 5 plus 2 root 3. Now, certainly you multiply both sides by that, all right? So what I do over there, I actually did it, all right? I actually did it. The key here, though, is it's not easy to do, all right? What I mean by that is you got to multiply things out over here. By the way, I don't think it pays to multiply this out. But what you have to do now is realize in order to complete the square, you're going to have to add something onto both sides. And what am I saying you're adding on? Let me point this out to you. It's this thing squared is being added to both sides right over here. And that's going to form my perfect square. All right, so the first guy is going to be coming from here, which would be 2, and then the factor, the quantity 5 plus 2 root 3, x, and then it's going to be this thing here, but what am I doing with it? I'm subtracting it, all right? When I say that, we're talking about if I wrote the additions down, I would have to subtract it at some point, and it's really going to be minus 4 minus 14 root 3. So I see where this is coming from, all in agreement, and that's a perfect square now. Here's the deal, though. I'm not showing the work. Like, I'm not showing this plus this. I had to do all that work, and I got this number over here. Kind of nightmarish, I know that. I know it's nightmarish. Then what did I do? It's this equals plus or minus the root of this thing, all right? What do I have here? It's a nested root, right? I de-nested it, right? It's work. I had to de-nest it. So, I'm getting, let me just point out, I'm adding this to both sides. That's where it's coming, plus or minus this thing. I de-nest it, and I got this when I de-nested it, and then I had to do a bunch of arithmetic to get there. And I'll be honest with you, it was nightmarish. It was a lot of work, right? Eventually, I get to these answers over here, though. Now, here's the deal. You know what? I make mistakes sometimes. Did I go back and plug it into the original problem? No, I didn't do it. Do I think my work is good? Yes. Could there be an error in my work? Yes. And if you think there's an error in work, please reach out to me. So you know what? Problem 18, in this particular section of the notes, you made a mistake, and this is the mistake. How do you reach out to me? Let me remind you. My name is Ron Bannon, and my email address is B as in boy, @NNON.US. And again, provided I'm not overwhelmed, and you email me with a comment about how to improve the document, including you said there's an error, I will certainly try to address that issue. All right? Thank you so much.